Hello, this is Jack from Jack's Transmissions. Today I'm going to talk about some software options you have through us. If you order a transmission from us or you have our transmission, we're offering TCM tunes with them. And what's great about this is, especially if you're on ECUtek, a TCM tune from ECUtek can really open up a whole new world and features for the trans for you. Like right now in auto mode, the upshifts are just shy of 3,000 RPM, which is nice on this. As you know, by now I'd be in 6th gear, but I'm in 4th. You know, with the factory tune, but with ours we have it upshift a little bit higher. Also, if you're coming over to a stop sign, not everybody makes a full stop at a stop sign. We kind of roll through it a little bit. It shifts into first early for you, so you don't have to kind of lug through the stop sign in 2nd gear. So we set that up for you too. Another feature is we ramp up the clutch pressures. So you know, with our carbon seals, there's no limit to how much pressure you can run. The system just can't give you the kind of pressure those seals are designed to run. They're way overkill. So if you run our carbon seals, you can bump the pressures up to like 20 bar pressure at the clutch. Factory pressure is around 15, 16 bar. So what's really nice about that is you can get a lot more clutch capacity, you know, out of the clutch that's, you know, in the trans. You probably can't tell in the video, but this trans actually shifts pretty smooth. It's a little firm on wide open throttle, but driving around is very comfortable. The torque map, which is the map on the ECM side that you tune for smooth shifts, completely stock. This has got a big clutch in it, a big 18 plate, and we set up the friction coefficients and the TCM tune to give me a really nice smooth shift with a factory ECM map. So if you have a tuner that's a little shy about or doesn't want to tune the torque map and ECM because they're afraid they're going to damage the clutch or something, we can set you up with a tune that's pretty darn close through the TCM itself to make your tuner's job a lot easier. So let's see, what else is there? So yeah, we're in auto mode now, pretty comfortable. Everything's working great. We have a new feature that we call True R mode. When you put the trans in R mode with a factory system, it kind of sucks. It doesn't really do much, especially when you're on the street. Transmission normal mode or R mode's about the same. The gear prediction's different in R mode, so your downshift is a bit quicker and cleaner. But otherwise, it still shifts at low RPM, and it doesn't really feel like the car is in any kind of race mode. We have an R mode that is essentially like a true race mode. What it does is, when you put it in R mode, it blips the RPMs up, and it keeps the engine revs in your torque band. So you tell us where your maximum torque is, or where your torque band is for your tune on your engine. We can set up the trans in R mode to keep the engine in that RPM at all times, no matter what. So I'm in manual mode now. I'm going to put it in R mode. This car is just FBO with slightly larger turbos, stock engine. So our rev limit's going to be 7,000 RPM, so we're going to have it shift on acceleration at 7. And then it's going to downshift at 3,500 RPM, since first gear is a bit finicky on stuff like this. We have first gear basically down, or second gear shifting into first gear at 3,000 RPM. So let me show you what's going on here. So we're in normal mode now. I'll go ahead and switch it to R mode. Watch the RPMs go up. Alright, so now the car is in its torque band. So if I speed up, slow down, it's not going to allow me to do anything. It won't allow me to upshift or anything because its goal is to keep the engine in the torque band. Now watch when I slow down. When I slow down, it's going to downshift from second to first at 3,000 and keep me up in that torque band. So here we go. I'm turning around. So now the upshift, if I hit it, it's going to upshift at 7. Again, goal is to keep it in the torque band. If I slow down, it keeps it up there all automatically. So it's great for road course stuff. If you really want to go crazy on the street, this is an R mode that works. You can see no matter what I do, it's always keeping the revs up. So if you're running smaller turbos like USMs, you know, around there, the boost is there. All you have to do is hit the throttle and boom, you take off. You know, it really helps with turbo lag quite a bit. You got to be a little careful with this on the street. The first time we set this up, and we had it working you know, fairly well. I was going around a roundabout in my neighborhood. I put it in R mode, and there was a spot in a roundabout where I normally would hit it and, you know, exit out of it, you know, just slingshot out of it pretty quickly. This kept the car in the torque band so well that as soon as I hit the throttle in the middle of that roundabout, you know, the SN came out, and, you know, I was at full boost immediately. So, you know, R mode with our tune is definitely no joke. It keeps the revs up, keeps you in that torque band, keeps the, you know, the turbos, you know, in the range where they're going to spool up quickly. So, but again, you know, now I'm just driving around 6th gear, put it in manual mode, R mode. Now I'm going to slow down, second to first. And first gear is pretty short, so it does it at 3,000. Turn around. In this mode, it won't let you do anything. Like if you chicken out, you want to upshift right now, it won't let you do it. It'll let you do some things if it keeps it in the range that it wants to be in, its goal range. But if you can't handle it, just put it back into normal mode, and then you can shift manually to normal. So that's about it. So yeah, I haven't seen anybody have an R mode like that. So it's pretty aggressive. Most people that I've sent this to as like a beta thing to try, they absolutely love it. They're just completely freaked out by it. They love it. There's a couple of guys that are going to be going to a track here pretty soon and trying it out there to see how it feels. You know, I haven't tried it at the track yet, but on the street, it definitely makes for a lot of fun. And it's pretty funny when you actually switch it to R mode. Now the revs go up, sticks it up there. It actually makes it feel like it's doing something. So if you have any questions, you know, please reach out to me. We're more than happy to support our customers with not only hardware now, but the software to get your trans to work, you know, as we intended it to work. And you know, if you have a tuner that needs any help with this stuff, we're more than happy to help them to set it up the way it should be. We don't want to keep any secrets on the TCM side. If it means our transmission is going to work better by giving your tuner either screenshots of tables to set things up properly or whatever to get it to kick ass like it should, that's worth it to us. We don't want to keep secrets on the software because that just hurts everybody. We want everyone to enjoy our transmission, so we're willing to share with your tuner if they want to make the adjustments themselves. We're totally cool with that. Hey, the tuner may get some ideas, improve on the software as well. So again, this is Jack from Jack's Transmissions. Thanks for watching.